In many years, people on the labor market have been used to regular wages and 9-to-5 jobs. However, in recent years, concurrently with the technological revolution, a new way of working has arrived. My job today is to explain how the labor market is changing and if this is positive or negative, so let's go. Hey guys, hope you're doing great. Welcome to EconTube, the channel for people who are fascinated about economy like myself. If you're also one of them, remember to subscribe for more economic related content. That said, let's begin talking about the whole situation concerning the changes in the labor market. So, these new changes are, generally speaking, referring to the concept of the gig economy. The gig economy is, as you can say, a new economy where the worker, instead of having the traditional 9-to-5 job with a particular task to manage, sell his or her labor from one task to another. This person is not permanently employed where he or she receives a salary at the end of the month. No, usually the person makes money in the light of how many gigs the person has completed. For instance, if you're working as an Uber driver, the more times you are on a daily basis driving for different persons, the more you make. This causes that you can in a day earn $100 just by driving people around. That is pretty awesome, but on the next day you might not even get a customer. Your income is, in other words, determined by the number of clients you manage to achieve. Therefore, as a worker in the gig economy, you will not experience the same job security as having a full-time job. Similarly, since you are a freelancer, you'll need to receive employment benefits such as sick pay or paid holidays. But dude, isn't anything positive about the gig economy? Well, firstly, there is much more flexibility when you are a freelancer. You can mostly determine at which time of the day you will deal with the task. This fits perfectly for people who are night owls or people who hate waking up early. I don't know what you guys, but it surely sounds tempting to become freelance just by that. Let me know down in the comments below if it can make you quit your job or education to become self-employed. Anyway, another benefit here is that you aren't in most cases going to be forced to do something that you have a little or no interest in. This is not only a benefit for yourself, but especially also for the company or person who is hiring you. Normally we are better at things that we are passionate about and suck to things that we don't like to do. One more benefit for companies is that they can, instead of having a full-time staff to manage a task, just hire freelancers to do it for them, which is much cheaper in terms of saving resources such as office space and employment benefits. Looking at the broader perspective, the gig economy actually benefits the countries with a high youth unemployment rate such as Spain and Greece. This is due to the fact that even though it's more preferable to have a full-time job for the security's sake, then doing gigs for someone is much better than doing nothing. With this, you actually no longer have to live in your mother's basement. However, at this level, imposing structural reforms in several countries might be necessary because the firm Intuit has estimated that 34% of the workforce in the US is under the gig economy. And the same firm predicts that the number will rise to 43% in 2020. This is an issue with the current reforms, considering the benefits I talked about earlier, such as pension, are attached to employment. Hence, political changes must happen in this field. If reforms are made, then I can see more pros than cons with the gig economy. But keep in mind, this sort of phenomenon is still at its early stages, so nobody knows what precisely will happen with the labor market in the future. One thing sure though, it's gonna be interesting to watch from the sidelines. When that is said, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Leave a like or a dislike whether you like this video or not. If you could also subscribe since I demand it, then I would be grateful. Anyway, see you next time.